What is the meaning of life? We see this question everywhere, and by unlocking it, we assume we uncover the secrets to life, the universe, and everything. But what is the premise of the question itself? Are we making any assumptions? Let's break down two different orientations. What is the meaning of life, and what is a meaning in life? People often define the meaning of life through religion or spiritual sources. The meaning of life is to believe in a higher power and live by its rules. Or, the meaning of life is to find nirvana. There are more than a dozen common assertions for what the meaning of life is. While a the orientation is usually exclusive and differs from person to person, a meaning of life acknowledges the variances humans place upon the question. We see a similar contrast between of and in. While humans have defined the meaning of life in a multitude of ways, such as various spiritual or non-traditions, there are four cornerstones for how people find or create meaning in life. These cornerstones each, in their own way and in combination, create a piece of joy and fulfillment in our lives. The four cornerstones for finding meaning in life are discovery, searching for more of who I am and what I want; expression, through the lens of our self-discovery, displaying our essence to others and creating something new; service, how can I give to others? How can I make the world a better place? And finally, love, an intense feeling of deep affection for someone or something. These cornerstones play roles in our lives based on who we are and change with us over time. If and how we believe in a meaning of life, our age, and the people around us determine how they take shape. For example, if you were a monk, service and love would be a stronger focus than discovery or expression. As a teen or young adult, discovery and expression are more at play than service and love. Similarly, if the culture you grew up in emphasized service, that will likely loom large for you. People, past and current, are the branches that frame our existence. They give us the context into how we will find meaning in life. People are not inherently meaningful. Being alone in a crowd or having many online followers isn't likely to help. But having deep connections like friends, family, or community give us a platform to understand and act purposefully. The cornerstones are the channel by which people become meaningful, such as through helping us discover ourselves or by being a conduit for love. The thickness of the branches relates to the depth of the connection. Your family may be more trunk-like, while a workmate might be more of a small branch. The fruit and the flowers on the branches, or connections, represent the nourishment and sweet air positive relationships provide. The deeper, thicker a branch or connection is, the more meaning they foster in our lives. The branches that are not alive represent relationships that are not present in our lives anymore, whether that be to death, neglect, or simply moving on. Those relationships also frame our existence, yet they obviously don't produce fruit or flowers anymore. The outcomes. The more discovery, expression, service, and love in our lives, the more we will develop a sustained sense of meaning, flourishing, and joyfulness. Of course, this is easier said than done. There are skills that we foster throughout our lives to enable the cornerstones. Research has found many such enablers, which help us live more meaningful and joyfully. Things like mindfulness, gratitude, freedom, and challenge are just a few. AmeaningofLife.org is packed with many more and tools for practicing them. Now, what about hindrances? There are two major types of hindrances, or obstacles. Two hindrances that make finding these outcomes of meaning and joy much more challenging. The first is simple: fear. When we are afraid, it is immensely more difficult to commit to things like discovery, expression, service, and love. By its very nature, fear kills our drives for these cornerstones and instead pushes us to focus on finding short-term safety and comfort. The second hindrance is more nuanced. The second hindrance is happiness. Let's define the difference between happiness and joy. Happiness is largely something that happens to you, while joyfulness is something you choose for yourself. Happiness is the fleeting feeling after some good food or a party, while joy is the long-term feeling of fulfillment and rejoicing, which we can cultivate through the cornerstones. They are both tasty parts of the meal of life, but joy is served on a plate of value and purpose, giving us more sustenance, life satisfaction, and drive. Imagine a person running in a hamster wheel, representing an enjoyable activity. This fills up our happiness tank, giving us positive emotions. Unfortunately, our happiness tank is constantly depleting, requiring more experiences to keep the happy juices flowing. This is known as the hedonic treadmill. There is nothing wrong with momentary happiness. It's hard to imagine life without them. Maybe your ephemeral pleasures are reading good fiction, binging on Netflix, playing video games, or eating junk food. Experiences like these are wonderful, but they only make us feel good for a short period of time, leaving us tired and wanting more. We need more substance to live well. Experience meaning in life is like chewing and digesting our meal. We are sustained and energized, giving purposeful fulfillment by focusing on discovery, expression, service, and love. It is usually most effective to choose enablers like peace, play, forgiveness, and gratitude, while limiting our time in fear and the search for momentary happiness. By seeking discovery, finding new ways to express ourselves, engaging in service, and choosing love, we set ourselves up to find joy and meaning in life. Whether you believe in the meaning of life or not, anyone can create meaning in life. It's up to you. We can all make these choices. We can all choose joy. AmeaningofLife.org is a massive online database of concepts, resources, and tools to help you live a more meaningful life.